Hi, this is Jim Romer from WeatherWealth, bestweatherinc.com on October 11th and 12th. This report will be focusing on a lot of things, so please stay tuned and read the entire report. It's about 6 minutes, this video today. First of all, just to clear up some confusion, we have a WeatherWealth spreadsheet. Usually I post it maybe once every couple weeks, and we also have a Best Weather Spider Sentiment that gives more generic, general ideas about trades. This spreadsheet on the bottom of the page, you'll see, has two trades that have been open over the last couple of weeks. One has been in wheat, both the long ETF for conservative traders and long futures contract for aggressive traders, and also short cocoa, which was both a pretty bearish signal on the spider and also bearish on our spreadsheet. We did book profits on the short cocoa position of about $2,000 a contract last week, but longer term, conservative traders are long put. So if you want to skip all the weather information and jargon, go to the bottom of the page for specific recommendations and our overall feeling of the market. Now, over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be talking about a lot of things. Is there upside potential for coffee? Right now, I don't think so. Rain's coming for Brazil. What about the bullish aspects we've had for the wheat market? We have some changes here in the short term, so please read the report fully. Soybeans, very important for South American weather. They're planting in dust right now in Brazil. Part of the reason soybeans have gone up, as well as the weather problems in Iowa last summer, and the USDA crop report was pretty bullish again last Friday with tighter stocks, China demand. We don't necessarily recommend jumping into the grain market right now, though. Let's wait a little while. And bearish cocoa longer term. So for conservative traders that don't have a lot of familiarity with how to trade these really volatile markets in natural gas and coffee, cocoa, grains, there's some conservative trades you can do with ETFs. Now, you can trade these through Fidelity, your Charles Schwab account or Ameritrade, whatever you have. And they're not leveraged, so a major move in the markets is not going to wipe you out necessarily like it does in futures occasionally. So we have some good longer-term strategies. Stay tuned with us this fall and winter in the grain market, and probably we'll also have some in natural gas very quickly. And the reason being, I mentioned on a very brief preview on Friday that I don't always do, that I see this polar vortex and warming over the stratosphere, the map to your right, the Arctic Oscillation Index going negative. And indeed, that's causing a spike in natural gas here early this Sunday evening. We kind of referred to that on Friday, no longer being bearish. Now, the spreadsheet, if you look and read between the lines, only had two trade recommendations the entire summer and fall. Read the spreadsheet, go to the bottom of it again. Both were winners, conservative, longer-term trades in natural gas and options. So even though our spider had a bearish attitude, and I mentioned maybe 2 weeks ago, we may go to $2, we began to change things last week with the stronger hurricanes. And then on Friday, I said, look, it's not a buying rumor, selling fact situation any longer on this hurricane Delta. I'm concerned about maybe a cold early winter outlook, late fall. And I mentioned this briefly on Friday, and natural gas prices are beginning to actually follow that. So rain, rain, go away. Remember, your mother may have read that to you as a kid, as one of your nursery rhymes, right? Rain, rain, go away. Two areas that it's going to be raining that will affect two commodities right now is Brazil coffee. Look at that rain in the blue area there, above normal. We mentioned about 2 or 3 weeks ago that given this La Nina, there could be lower crop prospects for Brazil coffee. And I think that's still possible 3 to 6 months from now. So maybe being long the conservative ETF Joe is a smart thing, but you have to be nimble. And this is a very volatile time in many commodities and also with the weather and COVID-19. When I see rain in the forecast here, that means that little rally we had late last Thursday and Friday in coffee may come to an end, and we could see coffee prices being pressured sometime here in the next week to 10 days. The rains in West Africa, the green you see there, 2/3 of the world's chocolate, cocoa, is produced in West Africa, Ivory Coast, and Ghana, and Nigeria. That was one of our better trades recently, again, on the spider and the spreadsheet, and we dropped quite a bit over the last 2 weeks. My one concern, though, now with the wheat market is, actually two concerns, is the USDA crop report actually last Friday was a little bit bearish for wheat. I did recommend maybe buying a bearish report. And you saw the market rally 10 cents at one point off the lows of the bearish USDA crop report because of just poor demand globally. We're seeing stocks increase. But notice also that the maps are turning wetter for Russia, where there's a drought developing right now. So this is my concern that if not tonight or sometime this week, we could see a 8, 10, 20 cent sell-off or more if we get really good rains in Russia over the next 1 to 2 weeks. This event's still about 7, 8 days away from now, but the market could begin to focus on this. So again, if you're long the wheat market, we're probably going to recommend here taking some profits, even though I did recommend buying a break and buying the market in futures a week ago. Hopefully you'll still have some profits depending where the market is here over the next 24 hours. Longer term, we're bullish wheat. I think there's droughts in the plains and other areas, but in the short term, you have to be nimble. So once again, read my report. It's very detailed today. And any questions, not technical questions about your account, but about the weather, please email me maybe once a month if you're interested about a view of the market or a position that you have that you may be confused about. Thank you.